They predicted a horror day and night. A bushfire emergency on the biggest scale our nation has ever seen. 3 states caught up in a mega firefight. Over the border and Victoria couldn't escape, contending with a new Black Saturday. The skies over Malakuta turning pitch black in the middle of the afternoon. In South Australia, it was an inferno described as virtually unstoppable.
Keep pushing through. We're doing okay directly behind you, but you need to keep pushing through.
The fire claiming the lives of a father and son, discovered in a burnt-out car. A third of the island wiped out, 150,000 hectares burnt through, even destroying a luxury resort.
Picking up, but no one knows exactly which way they'll blow. There are multiple fires forming an arc around the wildlife centre and closing in. One of the next door farms is already on fire, and the smoke and flames are gaining ground on the livestock.
We really need somebody to make a decision on this and do what's needed.
As wildfires continue to ravage Australia, some devastating numbers are emerging. At least 24 people killed, more than 50 million acres burned, may die from dehydration or starvation. For some, it's like losing a family. One woman who lost kangaroo sanctuary fears that dozens of the kangaroos have died. About 22 kangaroos have returned to the sanctuary, some with serious burns.
Now, there have now been over 10 million reported cases of coronavirus worldwide, and more than 500,000 people worldwide have lost their lives. On average, more than 4,700 people are dying around the world from COVID-19 linked illnesses every 24 hours. That's according to Reuters calculations based on the average for June. That equates to 196 people per hour, or 1 person every 18 seconds. So in the time it takes to watch a 90-minute soccer match, 293 people would have died on average. The US, the worst affected country by far, has more than 125,000 deaths.
2020 was a really rough time for Australia. However, our people have a lot of hope. So instead of focusing on the negative, we're going to delve into some of the amazing things our country has.
Welcome to Sydney. This is Australia. We have departed from Barangaroo. Now we're on a ferry ride to show you the best places in Sydney, including the Opera House and the Harbour Bridge. Are you ready for the ride? Let's go! Welcome! So now we're at the most iconic destinations. Are you ready? On my right hand side, this is the Sydney Opera House. It is opened in 1973. It took 14 years to construct and build. And on my left hand side is the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Did you know that the Opera House is not actually a pure white? It's designed so that the tiles are kind of an off-white, so when the light reflects off of the Opera House, all the boats that are coming through don't get blinded. Whereas most bridges nowadays are built from one end to the other, Amazingly, the Sydney Harbour Bridge was built from both ends and finished in the middle. Australia has a lot of Indigenous Australian history that dates back for thousands of years. But it was colonized by the British around the late 1700s and used for the purpose of storing convicts. This huge country has a lot of natural resources, including iron ores, coal, gases, gold. Australia also has a lot of cultural exports, including education, tourism, and a small film industry.
Hey guys, now we're on the Sydney Light Rail. It's night time now. We got on at Circular Quay and now we're on our way to Darling Harbour, where we'll see the nightlife over there and see the night lights. Let's go.
Sydney Transportation often has a bunch of advertisements on the sides, and we just happened to catch the light rail that was advertising for the anniversary of the Korean War. The light rail is one of the new additions to Sydney's transportation system. It originally got a lot of criticism because it's still a bit slow and it took a long time to build, but it's a really beautiful addition to the city and it's also quite comfortable to ride. Welcome to Darling Harbour. Sydney doesn't have too much of a nightlife, but Darling Harbour is always bustling at all hours. It's the home of the ICC Convention Centre, the Wildlife Sydney Zoo, the Aquarium, and Madame Tussauds.
finally here at Darling Harbour. Darling Harbour is named after the governor of New South Wales in the 1800s, and this is the heart of Sydney's nightlife. We have a Ferris wheel over there at the back, and the shopping centre, and here we have an ice skating ring, and on the other side we have more restaurants. Let's go and explore.
Barangaroo is a recreational green space which is a new addition to Sydney. It provides people with beautiful views of the Sydney Harbour, and it was named after an Indigenous Australian woman who was a powerful leader of the Eora people. The path to the Australia that we see today wasn't an easy one to walk. However, we're here now with this beautiful country that we call home, and we really hope that we can see you all here one day in the future soon, face to face.